And good morning, everybody. Welcome to the 2021 Marietta Veterans Day Parade here under mostly cloudy skies in Marietta, being broadcast live on CobbTV. We are happy that this parade is back following the pandemic and the easing, at least, of the Delta variant of the pandemic, so we can get these folks together to parade down Roswell Street toward the Marietta Square. By the time you watch this, it is hopefully arriving at or near the Marietta Square on the 11th minute of the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month to honor the veterans who made their sacrifices in the name of this country. This parade is being brought to you by the Marietta Kiwanis Club and the City of Marietta. We talked to some of the folks down here who are getting ready to shove this parade off and head it your way.
Oh, it's wonderful. I actually came up with the idea the second year I was mayor. I didn't want the city to do it. I wanted to keep this thing straight for veterans. I didn't want the Republican Party or Democrat Party, the beauty queens in it. And thank goodness the Marietta Kiwanis stepped forward to do it, because they can say no to other people, and the city council can't say no.
Yeah, I mean, I stand before you not only celebrating all the veterans and active military in our community, but also as a veteran, standing here next to a veteran, my own father, who's a Marine. But I'm honored to see this entire community come out, both the veterans that we celebrate today, the active military, but also for me as superintendent, many of our cadets and other school-age students that are here as part of the celebration. It's special.
So as the parade comes up to the square, we're going to broadcast it just like you're standing at the square next to the reviewing stand. So you'll be able to see all the sights and hear all the sounds of the Marietta Veterans Day Parade as it makes its way through the square. Enjoy it. We salute all the veterans out there who are watching and participating today on this very special day.
It is one of the oldest programs in the state of Georgia. It is with pride and honor that the Blue Devil Band marches annually in this Marietta Veterans Parade. The marching this year is comprised of mostly new members due to COVID-19. And they've been so excited to march and represent Marietta this season. Their competitive season finished with them getting second in the division, a huge accomplishment to a great rebuilding year. Ladies and gentlemen, the Marietta High School Marching Band. Our Grand Marshal this year is Colonel Patrick E. Campbell, U.S. Air Force retired. Please welcome our Grand Marshal, Colonel Patrick Fandom Campbell. Colonel Campbell commissioned in 1980 at the U.S. Air Force Academy. He became a certified flight instructor, also earned a master's in information systems. Colonel Campbell left active duty in 1988, spending time working as executive with Mobil Oil. Riding with the Grand Marshal today is Sergeant Phil Rivera, the father to Grant Rivera, who is the current superintendent at Marietta City Schools. Ladies and gentlemen, the Maris Bayberry Junior ROTC, led by Battalion Commander Cadet Corey Valencia. Rainbow Post 2681, VFW on auxiliary. No one does more for our veterans than the VFW and its auxiliary. Paul E. Kelly Jr., American Legion Post 296. The motto of Paul E. Kelly Jr., American Legion Post 296, is still serving Napoleon Parker Jr. as the commander post of 296. The post was originally started in 1947 is the Avery Cuthbert American Legion Post 537. Paul E. Kelly, American Legion Post 296. Thank you for your service. Timothy Huntley, wounded vet. Local combat veteran Timothy Huntley. Tim served 2 tours in Afghanistan from 2009 to 2013. The McEachern High School Navy Junior ROTC. 125 cadets achieved Materia's Unit Achievement Honors the previous 5 years. And this is the McEachern High School Marching Band. Let's listen in. The marching band is proud to represent the Powder Springs community and honor our veterans in the 2021 Veterans Day Parade. Let's give them a nice hand. McEachern High School Marching Band. Right behind them, the Horse Ore Post 220 and 29 of the American Legion. The Horse Ore Post 29 is celebrating 102 years in Marietta. Legion is proud of its service to veterans of all wars and all who've served, and its service to community, state, and nation. The Horse 29 of the American Legion is the largest American Legion post in the state and been recognized as the best post in the state 3 years in a row. The Kiwanis Club of Marietta veterans. We have 4 vehicles. In car number 1, Rule Hamilton, Colonel, U.S. Army Reserve, retired, Dental Corps. In car 2, Cheryl Richardson, Army Lieutenant Colonel, retired, served 22 years in the military intelligence, serving in Korea, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and various locations. Thank you, Cheryl. Third car is Marshal Cavett, Jr., Lieutenant Colonel, Georgia Air Force Guard, retired. He served 27 years with his last assignment at state headquarters in Atlanta, where Marshal served as a staff civil engineer for the state of Georgia. Car number 4, Matt Flournoy, served as lieutenant in the U.S. Navy. Thank you, Matt. Member of the commissioning crew of the USS John Rogers, DD 983, a plank owner of the ship, and served as the commissioner communications officer. Caller number 5, the Kiwanis Club Marietta's president, Ken Reeves, served as Navy Petty Officer 2nd Class, intelligence specialist. Ken served in the active duty from 89 to 93 on Cruiser Destroyer Group 8 out of Norfolk, Virginia. Thank you, Kiwanis Club of Marietta. Our next one, the Grayback Base, representing the U.S. Submarine veterans, everybody. The Grayback Base is a local group of U.S. Navy submarine veterans. The float is a 1/16th scale model of the USS Atlanta, a nuclear fast attack submarine retired in 1998. Right behind them, the King's Academy Junior ROTC, the only homeschool private school junior ROTC in the nation. The honor unit with distinction represent the 15% of all units. The battalion is led by Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Will Greenway. Disabled American Veterans. The AV is an all-volunteer group nationwide helping veterans and family members. The Chapter 6 here in Marietta has 3,000 members and became well known for helping those in dire need through charitable donations. The DAV, let's give them a nice hand. A couple of cars right in front of me right now. I love that Mustang. Love these cars from the DAV. Thank you, DAV, for what you do, everybody. Thank you for being part of this parade today. A lot of antique cars. I think this is a 57 Chevrolet or close to it coming up here. 55, thank you. Does it have the power steering? Maybe not. Some of them did. Thank you, DAV. Great assembly of all of you here today. Thank you so much for being in the parade. Great looking car there. Who's got the year on that one? 67, thank you. 68, somebody said. 67, okay, very good. And I think we have one more from the DAV. Thank you, DAV, for being in this parade today. Coming up the hill right now, the NLUS, the Atlanta Metropolitan Council, the Navy League, is an educational and advocacy organization dedicated to informing the American people and government that the national defense and economic well-being of the United States depends on strong sea services, Navy, Marine, Coast Guard, and U.S. flag merchant marine. Represented by the flags here at the parade. They are truly citizens in support of our sea services. Let's give them a large hand, everybody. Love the flags. Got several vehicles there. Let's give them a nice hand as they come up. One more DAV. Thank you, guys. Part of the event, too. The Georgia Military Women, thank you for being with us today. Coming up the hill, there they are, ladies and gentlemen. The Osborne High School Junior ROTC, established in 2002. The program is commanded by Chief Warrant Officer 4 Rodney Fagan. The Corps of Cadets consists of 252 cadets and is commanded by Lieutenant Colonel Denny Nugan. And there you go. And right behind them is the Osborne High School Red Sea of Sound Marching Band. The band is under the direction of Jarius Thomas and Assistant Director Ormond Moore. The band has performed on several national televised events, including the McDonald's Thanksgiving Day Parade in Chicago. If they lift up their instruments, we'll give a chance for them to hear some of them in just a moment. Thank you, Osborne High School. Let's give them a nice hand. This is part of the Osborne High School Junior ROTC. Let's give them a nice hand, everybody. Established in 2002. And if we're lucky, we're going to time this just right. We'll get a little sound from the Osborne High School, the Red Sea of Sound Marching Band. Here they are, everybody. Let's listen in. Coming up right behind the marching band, the GVVA. The GVVA, Chapter 1, is a nonprofit organization that aids veterans and their families financially, morally, and spiritually. Freedom is not free. Vietnam Women's Memorial as well. They also serve. Thank you for all you did. The GVVA, ladies and gentlemen, let's give them a nice hand right here. Military reenactors. The United States military reenactors dressed in multi-era uniforms. The reenactors are composed of veterans and public safety officers. Looking good, guys. Thank you. Got a little break in the action here as we get ready for our next section of the parade. getting ready for the Hillgrove High School Navy Junior ROTC here in just a minute. And they're coming up the hill right now, ladies and gentlemen. The Hillgrove High School Navy Junior ROTC, built on traditions of leadership and success, recognized by the Navy as a distinguished unit with academic honors for 7 years. Hillgrove is highly competitive in the areas of military drill, academics, riflery, community service, and are the current state and national champions. Let's give them a nice hand. Hillgrove High School Navy Junior ROTC. And right behind them is the Hillgrove High School Band, founded in 2006. The band directors are Patrick Ewing and Jeremy Lumpkin. Let's listen in. Once again, the Hillgrove High School Marching Band. This band recently just traveled to Normandy, France to commemorate the 75th anniversary of D-Day and plans to travel to Hawaii next year for Pearl Harbor Day. Let's give a nice hand to Skip Wells, the Skip Wells Detachment 647. Marine Corps League Detachment in honor of Sprayberry High School graduate Lance Corporal Skip Wells, killed in domestic terrorist attack along with 4 other service members in Chattanooga, Tennessee, just a few years ago, July 16th, 2014. Members are honorably discharged, active duty, or Navy corpsmen who served in the United States Marine Corps. We serve fellow Marines and the community. Southeastern Guide Dogs. They're providing service dogs for veterans, guide dogs for visually impaired people at no cost. These parade puppies are being trained by the Atlanta Area Puppy Praisers Group to become extraordinary dogs that transform lives. Are you a veteran who benefit from a service dog? Interested in raising a puppy? Learn more at guidedogs.org, O-R-G. Coming up the hill right now, let's give a nice hand to the United Military Care, a local nonprofit that provides veterans the tools and services to live their best life following military service. We believe no veteran should be homeless, hungry, or forgotten. You can visit them online at unitedmilitarycare.org to learn more. Once again, the United Military Care, let's give them a nice hand. Also, we'd like now to give a recognition coming up the hill in front of us, the Department of Veterans Affairs Marietta Veterans Center. Part of the Department of Veterans Affairs, their primary mission is to provide readjustment counseling to combat veterans and their families. They have brought their mobile veterans unit, as you see in front of us now. This unit provides a gateway to the VA's program and services to veterans who don't have convenient access to their permanent facilities. Sterling Estates of West Cobb, our senior living community. It's a retirement community, has won the best of Cobb for the last 3 years. We are very proud of our veterans. Also, right now in front of us, the Georgia Military Vehicle Preservation Association, organization of private citizens who rescue obsolete military vehicles from the scrap heap and keep them rolling into history. Please also welcome WWII veteran Duma Walker, Fireman First Class, U.S. in the Navy. Get this now, from 1944 to 46. He's 97, I do believe. He was assigned to picket destroyer USS Fort Knox. Was on bound at the time the Japanese surrendered in Tokyo Bay. That's Duma Walker, involved in this particular parade of antique military vehicles are being preserved. Thank you, guys and ladies. And they got a lot of them. That's good stuff. Once again, this is the preservation group of vehicles. Yep. Their official name is the Georgia Military Vehicle Preservation Association. Right behind them, the Fielding Lewis chapter, the Daughters of the American Revolution, the DAR. These women are direct descendants of the patriots of the American Revolution. The Marietta chapter is one of the largest DAR chapters in Georgia. Marching with them today are family members and veterans, including veterans of the Vietnam War. The Daughters of the American Revolution proudly salute all United States veterans. Thank you, ladies, for your service. Right behind them, the National Society Descendants of American Farmers. They honor farming ancestors, many of whom left their farm to participate in all of America's wars, both here and abroad. Thank you for your service. The National Society Descendants of American Farmers is honored farming ancestors, many of whom left their farm to participate in all of America's wars, both here and abroad. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, gentlemen. This is the Lassiter Navy Junior ROTC, established in 1982. Consists of students from Lassiter High, Pope, and Kell High Schools. The program develops the participants' citizenship through a Navy-based curriculum, including drill, physical fitness, and Navy academics. The unit has been a perennial distinguished unit with academic honors. The Lassiter Navy Junior ROTC. Right behind them, the Pope High School Band. Over 400 awards for excellence, including the prestigious Sudler Shield of Marching Excellence from the John Philip Sousa Foundation. The marching band has been a regional finalist or champion in 20 bands of America competitions and a national semifinalist on 2 occasions. The Pope High School Marching Band, everybody. I hear that familiar bell. They're on our call right now. People we need every day. The Marietta Fire Department, everybody. Let's give it up right here. That 1949 Perch ladder truck served the city of Marietta until it was retired in 1984. This truck and many other retired Marietta Fire Department vehicles are on display at the Marietta Fire Museum. Once again, vehicles from the Marietta Fire Department, and right behind them, a lovely old antique Marietta police car. You got to love it. They'd like to thank all of our veterans who have served today, for those who gave all and those who continue to serve our great nation. Let's give a big hand to our Marietta Police Department, everybody. Old and new vehicles. Coming up the hill right now from Pebblebrook High School, the Junior ROTC. 120 people here today with us. The Pebblebrook High School Junior ROTC Battalion was first established in 1998. Cadets of the Falcon Battalion take great pride in paying tribute to the American heroes who have bravely and valiantly served our nation since its founding. The Falcon Battalion proudly marches today to honor their many sacrifices that have secured our freedoms. From Pebblebrook High School, everybody, let's give them a nice hand. We have a float coming up from S.A. White Oil Company and Star Ranch Rescue. Ed Countryman, Star Ranch Rescue events from his ranch in Rockmart. He rescues, rehabs, and trains miniature horses and donkeys. S.A. White is pleased to have veterans from their company walking with these animals. Also, Dusty's Haven Horse Club. Hey, you finally made it. Dusty's Haven Horse Club, proud of our veterans. We wouldn't be the USA and enjoy the freedoms we have without you. Thank you for your unselfish service in our country. May God bless you all. We love our veterans. That's the Dusty's Haven Horse Club. This is the Combat Veterans Motorcycle Association. The Combat Veterans Motorcycle Association from all branches of the U.S. Armed Forces. Their mission is to support and defend those who defended our country and freedoms. Their focus is to help veteran care facilities, providing warm meal, shelter, and guidance. And right behind them is the Patriot Guard Riders. Please welcome the Patriot Guard Riders of Georgia, supporting deceased veterans, first responders, and their families. We thank the Patriot Guard Riders for their continued partnership to organize Veterans Day Parade here each year. The Patriot Guard Riders coordinate the parade participants at our parade organization site, and that's no easy task. The Roswell Street Baptist Church and our official parade starters. We couldn't do this without them. And right behind them, it's the Combat Veterans Motorcycle Association. They hail from all branches of the U.S. Armed Forces. Their mission is to support and defend those who defended our country and our freedoms. Thank you, guys. The Combat Veterans Motorcycle Association. Once more, the great motorcycles here with us today in this group. Thank you for all you do. The Patriot Guard Riders and the Combat Veterans Motorcycle Association. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you for being here today on this rather warm November day with no rain. Thank you. This concludes the 2021 Veterans Day Parade. Veterans, we thank you for your service. Please direct your attention to the main stage behind me on the square, where at 12 noon, the Veterans Day ceremony will begin. I'm Greg Pachano from Atlanta Radio. It's been an honor and a pleasure to be here as your MC today. And we wish you a very happy Veterans Day. And thank you, veterans, for all you have done. Thank you, Cobb County Police, for being here with us today, too. Thank you, sir.